And we are back. I'm so glad to have Parham Maghsoodloo. Welcome.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you are not playing today, but you are here to give us some insights. Of course, that you know all the players on top. You played many games, so you know them by heart. This position, we will show you. We can start with Eljanov versus Mamedyarov. Looks that something went horribly wrong for Shak. What do you think? Is there any chance that he saves the game here?
Yeah, I think this exchange of love doesn't fit Mamedyarov's style. I mean, it also doesn't fit my style because we are both very aggressive, and it somehow killed the aggression in the very early in the opening. So I guess, I mean, Black really has to play some very forcing line to make draw. Otherwise, White is getting some positional advantage without any risk. And yeah, and this move Bishop G4, okay, it's that he played. It's not the best way to play it according to engine. So that's how you can easily get worse and worse positionally. And okay, it's not about Eljanov. I think any positional player with White can handle it with some good moves. And okay, he's also one of the best players in the world. So I think he used this advantage over the opening.
Yeah, Pavel was here and he mentioned that he was losing badly versus Shak, and then at some stage he started to guess his moves. So he adapted. In his late games he got some wins. So probably he was confident today because the way how he played was very good. Yes,
no, he played fantastic. Yeah, he just every move he increased his advantage, and I think it's difficult against Shak because he's always waiting for his chance. And I think Pavel did a great job not giving him any chance. And yeah, I think the position. Yeah, okay. Before F5 move, I thought maybe Shak will manage to survive somehow, but after F5, the position looked very, very promising for White, and I really don't think that he can somehow survive.
Mustafa Yilmaz was in the studio and he was mentioning that there was some H5 move here, or that is.
Yes, I mean, I believe that you should not touch any of these pawns, or if you want to touch, then H5 you have to do, because at least it doesn't open any file on your king. Like after G5 98, the position is closed. And okay, I don't think that GH5 is a good move. So okay, you can close the position with H5, or you shouldn't really touch. Like playing F5, making this E5 square really weak, and I think Pavel can use of this.
Of course, Shak also probably knows it, but he was hesitating, and then at some stage you start ending up in a bad position.
Yeah, I mean, the players of his style, also my style, we don't like to face exchanges love. It just decrease the motivation inside of us.
Yeah, I heard that there are some optimists. I know a few optimists in chess world. Ivan Sokolov is one of them. But I heard that you are a big optimist even for them. They are like pessimists in your company. So you are like, your optimism is on top. I remember your game versus Abdusatorov last year. It was horrible, but you were there, and then you played the masterpiece and you just wait for a new game. So I love the way how you approach chess. So this actually what was happening, and as you said, Pavel was slowly.
Yeah, I really love this plan with knight c1 later.
And this a4 knight a2 was also very good to get a square for knight, and then to exchange.
Yeah, I think the whole plan for Black is not correct. Just, I mean,
he was hoping that he might get a chance later, right?
Yeah, I mean, if I get into this position, I really try to take at least bc6 maybe, just to have some potential lately. Because here the bishop on c6 looks very stupid.
And okay, there were some small maneuvering, and as you said, slowly improving, and now looks really
and this
bad.
Position looks totally winning. Like even you can bring the king to e3 and then play queen c5, which okay, in this case I don't think Black has anything to do. And then okay, then you will put the king on d4 after d takes c5, and then knight f7, knight d6, king e5. Like this position has to be winning. Like this is probably not the best for White to win like this, but probably this is still winning.
Okay, so how can black save the game? What can white do wrong? Allow some activity with queen penetration or what? It's really now a question.
Actually, I was thinking that if white get a bit careless and play a5, then black can move with his king to e87, and after queen c5 he can take and bishop b5. And when this bishop gets active on b5, it can jump to f1, e2, and you cannot really get active with the king because your pawns will be weak. I mean, once your king or knight is protecting f3, with one piece, it's not enough to win. So I think, I mean, a5 gives some chances to black, but I really don't think Eljanov is going to play a5 anytime soon.
Okay, let's switch to Warmerdam versus Gukesh. Another position. Okay, I was asking, maybe you know the answer. How do you win with black versus Catalan? Do you know that answer? Please give me.
It's very difficult. It's really difficult.
It annoys you as well, probably, when you play.
Yeah, last time in Grand Swiss, I was in must-win situation against Andy Woodward, and I tried something, but it's super annoying to get Catalan. Like, I mean, I think even Exchanges Love is better than because Catalan is just so solid. Like,
yeah, you were criticizing all the time exchange variation, and suddenly it's better than Catalan.
Yes, no, but because in Catalan, I mean, the position is so safe for white, and I mean, okay, the good thing is, compared to Exchanges stuff, is you have many ways to equalize and try to kill the game as black, but you don't have like many ways to create winning chances.
Yeah, with the guys like, as you mentioned right here, like Max, or before it was Erdos, I don't know, Ragier, and they play Catalan.
They just need white to be well prepared, and then probably white is safe. Yeah.
And take a look, Gukesh ended up in a slightly worse position for the...
Yeah, I was thinking that maybe in the opening you can play d4, knight f6, c4, e6, knight f3, b6. This is another story, and I think it's very playable, but the people are very smart, and they start with g3.
G3 then you need to play Benoni.
Yeah, then you need to play Benoni, which is like, okay, not
so this,
what I like a lot. Then, this,
G6,
I think, then bishop b7, bishop a6, this is very playable. But if they start with g3, the only way to get rid of Catalan is c5.
Yeah, and then Benoni, but it's also safe.
Actually, no, but actually d5 is the best scenario. What if they play knight f3 and then you need to say goodbye to all the winning chances? Yes. Total draw.
And then you start to take even more risk and,
yes.
And play something completely like second move e6 or I don't know. Okay, so
that's how you get melted.
Yes, exactly. So this was the line. Gukesh wanted to, okay, he's safe, but to win? How to win,
Yeah, okay, Max is a very capable player of playing these positions, but even like some standard GM would never lose this as white. Because the position is so nice. Like, you don't have weakness, and you have all the squares for your pieces like e5, c5, and okay, the a4 pawn is weak forever. You can play knight e4, bishop d2, bishop c3. Like, the position is so nice that you shouldn't even be so good to play this position.
Okay, and then fast forward, it looked even slight. I came to this position. Let
this
me
is
show
very
you.
promising.
Let me show you this position.
This
after knight e7, it looks super promising.
Yes.
But somehow he played this e4, and here I thought that Gukesh has chances to play for a win somehow, but it's still. So
yeah, I don't like this e4.
Yeah,
I thought
it's strange.
I thought bishop h3 was so nice. I don't know, like, because this knight cannot move forever, and then okay, you can play slowly like king g2.
Yeah, some stage even queen d2, maybe to penetrate it if it's necessary.
I think bishop h3 was the plan, because anyway this bishop is not doing nothing in this diagonal. So yeah, e4 I really don't like to even closing my bishop. I mean, it's very anti-positional move.
Yeah, but he had something in mind, of course. As you said, Max is a good player, so he wanted to prepare this stuff, knight f5 concept.
Yeah, I still don't get it, because let's say, I don't know if bishop f5 is so bad, Because maybe you're in time with rook d8, rook d7. Yes, I think rook d8 you play rook d7. So maybe first I play rook f d8 and then preparing bishop f5, rook d3. So we play knight d6. Okay. Yeah, I mean, this looks totally fine now for
yes.
black.
Move the rook maybe.
Yeah, rook. I mean.
Okay, he played.
But even rook d6, I really don't think that I'm worse, because I don't know, but c d6 doesn't look great to me. Yeah, just
okay. Rook
d8.
yeah,
just very normal position for black and no weakness. I mean, this d6 pawn is strong, but your pieces cannot help it improve.
Yeah, and in the endgame, king comes and suddenly
Yeah, any endgame black is better. Yeah.
So here, he played king f7, then took on d6.
It makes sense.
Okay.
King f8 is weird, no?
He didn't want to allow bishop c4
bishop
probably.
c4.
Okay, rook d3, normal position. And this is current position.
Yeah,
this is possible to win.
I think here Gukesh is playing for two results. Somehow I have this feeling. Because, when Max gets short in time, he can make some mistakes in the position. And this is very balanced. The structure is balanced because pawn is on d6 and also black can push his pawns. So yeah, I like Gukesh's chances here. I think he will never lose this position.
Now I will take you to one boring opening.
Okay.
And then you will tell me a little bit more.
This one. Yeah. Rauf against Arjun. Yeah.
This is something that you like, I believe.
No, this I like a lot. Actually, I was playing paired like since I was 10 years old until I got to 2600. It was my main opening as black, and I really love it. Somehow, I mean, you hate. There's like two options: you hate it or you love it, and I'm the lover.
And when was the last time? Have you included again at some game in some tournament?
No, like later on, I understood that every engine shows some good advantage for white in any lines, and also like if white wants to kill the line, he can play some e4, d4, knight f3, knight c3, bishop e2, which is really not possible to win. But yeah, against this structure, I was always super happy. Like if I know my opponent play like this, I will play pig for sure, because it's great chances for black.
Okay, so it went this way: knight d7, bishop h6.
Actually, I like this f3, bishop e3 without knight on f6. So I just don't let black to play bishop h6, and then I play some knight d7, bishop b7, c5. I think this is more interesting. But okay, I think Arjun is great theoretician, and he plays according to engine.
Okay, so it went this way. And then this long castle, I haven't seen this for a while.
Yeah, when you allow bishop h6, then you have to go long castle. I mean, I also prefer to go short castle, but okay, without these bishops, it's impossible to go short castle.
But this is also safe position for white now, sort of.
Yeah, white is, has more space, and also darker squares are a bit weak, probably. But I'm not really sure that Rauf can manage to improve his advantage, because he's a very aggressive player, and aggressive players normally play very good with two bishops. Okay, when you change one bishop, then they are not that creative anymore.
That's an interesting quote. Oops, sorry. I will remind it. So this queen e3 back, and then a4. This is also sometimes in his style, that he tend to play somewhere when you don't expect it. So
yes. Yeah. Okay, I think let's say if white had some, I don't know. If white was playing like with short castle, this position, probably it was winning. But the only reason that white is not winning is they're castling both long castle. So here, I don't believe if I was great. Like I prefer to play a3 and then some king b1, some knight a2, rook c1, c4. Like this c4 is looks better than a4 in my
like in Sicilian sometimes it's rook c1, c4.
I really prefer to play king b1 and just preparing the attack, because it's not like black is threatening something huge in the center. Black has to wait and you can prepare your attack.
Okay, so it went a4, knight b1, c5, and slowly black got a very promising position.
I think it's all started because of this a4 move. I mean, it's a weakness for white and
unnecessary weakening.
When you make a weakness on a4, I think you will expect Arjun to use it. So you lost it. Okay,
this queen d4 was the concept. Then d5, bishop a6. So he calculated, but anyway, black is great.
Black is great now. Yeah, bishop b3 and then queen e5. I guess you have to queen c7. I mean,
great position.
But knight b6? Why knight b6? I mean, knight c5.
He wanted to go to d5, I believe, but maybe knight c5 looks more natural.
To me, knight c5 and then changing everything.
And king and e5, f5.
Looks very good chances. No, bishop c4 looks like the only move. Then rook d1, rook d1, rook d8. I don't know. Looks very promising for black. I don't know why
he should stay with the rook, but he cannot. Then the rook maybe rook e1.
Then rook d4 and king d6.
Yeah, also.
Looks so nice. And knight b6 I don't really like, because after bishop c4, where is your knight going? Okay, he could have the same position with knight on c5, which is much better, I guess. Yeah, but here
yes, and now white is safe completely.
Yeah, it's very weird decision not to go to c5.
Yeah, sometimes when you're in great shape, you're doing those easy decisions, and then in other case you tend to.
Yeah, I mean, in few moves you understand that you did the wrong decision.
Yeah, and then it was just a draw.
Okay.
We can just check, maybe has something changed in game shock. Okay, not much. They are moving back and forth, and more or less that's it. Gukesh, this is current position. We haven't touched Jordan. What's going on here?
Oh, he is lost.
He was much better.
He was totally winning, I guess.
I like Jordan a lot and the way how he plays, but he's struggling somehow in this event. I was discussing knight d2 as well, or knight e1. This is standard. He was better, much better.
Yeah, here I think, this decision I don't understand.
c5, huh? Or?
No, c5 is okay, but here after queen d3, he played queen d3, a6. Yeah, here I don't understand why not just f3 and then queen d2, knight d3, rook e1. Like, looks nice. Yeah? If you get this knight to f4, then you have a brilliant position. Because I believe that this knight on g5 is very useless in this position.
Yeah, usually it goes to f7, but then what?
Then passive,
what? Yeah. So he played this, sacking the exchange, which now is another game.
Yeah, and here I was thinking knight f6, just very good position for black. Like dc5 is the last move you can make, I think, to open this bishop.
Yeah. Now he's better again.
And this looks totally winning to me. In the long run,
totally
white
winning.
has to crush.
Taking on d5, is it an option? And then f4.
Maybe, but it looks
not necessary.
It looks drawish.
Yeah, not necessary. Okay, got it. So he played.
Because when you have this bishop, you want to make some weakness with bishop h5 always. Then to force black to play g6, and then in this diagonal with this dark square bishop, you really have good attacking chances.
So bishop f3. Okay, this looks Fantastic.
Yeah, this looks great.
And what has happened here? Yeah, everything under control.
Yeah. But wait, why not queen e5 instead of rook a1?
Rook d8 probably.
Yes, I really want to make some bishop d1, bishop c2, and then f3, g4.
Or even here, yeah, okay.
I think
Okay,
I really want to play f3, g4 at some moment. I don't know, like.
And this is also not enough.
This I don't see any progress. Okay, but maybe if you want to do it, maybe first you put the bishop on d4. It's okay because
he needs to
he needs to stay,
wait somehow.
and then you take on d5, and then maybe some king f3, king f4, and then changing queens.
Short Iman, huh?
Yeah, I think this gives actually brilliant chances. If you can take on d5, e d5, and king f3, king f4, and then change queens, I think like this is dream scenario for it.
Okay, but to get into lost position, this is really something
like
unexpected.
How he did that?
Okay, he was just moving back and forth to get some time, and then played g4. Okay.
Very unnecessary.
He miscalculated something. Some h5, right?
I mean,
and then e5. This is what
E5.
he missed e5.
Yeah, he
yes.
missed e5. Yeah, I think maybe here bishop f6 was the only move. I don't know.
Yeah, but now what to do? Rook h1, king g7 or what?
Yeah, probably. King g7. It's very sad to get this position out of that position. Everything was well placed.
Okay, he's still skillful. I would bet that he won't lose somehow, but it's tough already.
I mean, his time is another problem.
Yes. Yes, so in this match, okay, Gukesh is still playing.
I think if Gukesh wins, then we will for sure beat them.
Okay, yeah. So Darda made the draw, Lupulescu draw, and we have. Okay, it's not simple.
Yeah, Rook h1 looks like the only move, or maybe bishop c1 is option.
Bishop c1, yeah.
But even like after bishop c1, what's next? Yeah, like queen h6, just king g8,
g8
and you don't move.
Yeah, but also that's maybe not a bad option to allow him to do something, not to force him to make move.
I don't know. I mean, then probably. Okay, can I take on g6 and after queen g6 play queen e7 check?
Okay. King g8.
Yes, and then some bishop e5. Rook e6 maybe. Yeah, it's so hopeless. Yeah, because now rook e6 and everything is under control for black. Next move is f4.
Yeah. Or queen to h5 somewhat.
Yeah,
so yeah, he needs to find some way just to keep the game going, which is not simple.
Yeah, it's super difficult.
Maybe to start with the rook h1 because king is coming to the diagonal. Let's start
maybe hg6, queen g6, rook h1 check, then king g8, queen h4. Maybe this is like gives the maximum
king g8
attacking chances. Queen h4.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, and here queen h8, rook h7 is threat. So okay, bishop e5 is also a threat. Yeah, here at least we have some threats. How should black play? Queen g7 maybe to protect everything.
That's a good question. Queen g7, yes. Probably only move.
Yeah, queen g7 looks...
Okay, it doesn't... And g6 doesn't work. Hang on. So you're threatening queen h8 and rook h7.
Yeah.
And when king goes up, you go rook. Very interesting. I wanted to play king f7 first, but
I don't see any other move than queen g7, but surprisingly it's not the best move.
That's very strange.
I mean, I really don't see another move.
I was thinking some rook f6 or something, but it doesn't work.
Oh, maybe, okay, but this is too brilliant to play. Can you play king f8? But bishop e5 anyway.
King f8.
King f8, bishop e5, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't see.
Queen f6. No, you play.
Hey, queen f6 might be interesting. But queen h7 check, king f8, rook h5. Yeah, this again looks promising for it.
Just try it. It's bad.
Yeah, queen h7.
So
h5.
now it's interesting to find the move.
In this position, I think queen g7, anyone will play. Okay, can you check king f8? I mean, I really don't believe it's a good move.
No, it doesn't work.
But I don't see any move.
I was thinking this, but this is bad.
Yeah, because check, check, queen c8.
I was thinking f4, but it doesn't work.
Yeah. Actually, I'm really curious what's the move.
Yeah, maybe we can get that info.
No, I don't know. I mean, because it's very simple, yes? Queen h8, rook h7 is a threat, and king f7 is still queen h8. Yeah, I really don't get it. It looks super weird that we have some winning move here.
Yeah, I think we will leave this Parham to Jordan to find out an Ido. Yeah, thanks for joining.
Okay.
Thanks for joining, and yeah, we can expect you someday in the studio when you win the game. But I believe that for your team and for you, it's very important that you win today's match.
Yes.
Yeah. So thanks for coming, and
so
see you next time in the studio.
Hopefully, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.